this is really encouraging, right? Like this is empowering people because sometimes these lifestyle things aren't going to cost you a lot of money. It's going to just take a change in your activity and your lifestyle choices. And that's impactful because we've heard, it's all what your doctor can do or what, your insurance company will allow and what is the trend of the time in modern medicine. But really it comes down to little decisions every day that we choose to either ingest, sleep,
Or not
activity,
ingest.
or not right? Like it comes down to us as an individual, which gives us so much more power.
Absolutely. And look, I think that one of the things that people often want is that agency. They want to understand. And so many times I'll have patients come to me after very prolonged journeys, on fertility journeys. And they will say that they've been to many doctors and every doctor that they've asked, is there something else I can do to improve my fertility, to improve my chances? And the doctor said, no, there's nothing else. And I'm thinking, gosh, what message are we sending into the world,
Right.
And especially given my background in public health, obviously I have a master's in public health. I'm completing my doctorate in public health. So I see how, the healthcare system around the world, because we see patients in every continent other than Antarctica at this point. So I see every healthcare system around the world. And unfortunately, whether it's a universal or privatized healthcare system, the message is so the same when it comes to how people can actually take charge of their health. And it's always this kind of pattern of thinking that, no, it's the doctor out there that's in charge of my health and my fertility, as opposed to, actually, what are the things that I can do? So I really like the idea that you've just put forward, which is there is so much that can be done. And often when people feel like they've done everything and nothing has worked, what that really means is that they've reached the top, the ceiling of what they know.
Right.
Or they haven't actually effectively implemented. Either one of those two things is true. It's very easy to think, I eat healthy, and then you start doing a food diary and writing down everything that crosses your lips. And then you go at the end of the week and you review it and you go, oh, wow, I didn't know that I ate so much sugar in my diet. And I didn't know that I wasn't actually getting enough protein. And I didn't know that, because it's so easy to forget. Like you have a great one meal right now, and then the next one is like, I don't know, fries. And you think like, well, I had a great meal. I had a great, salad and vegetables and everything was fantastic. And we forget. And then like 3 days later, if I was to ask you, what did you have for breakfast 3 days ago? Unless you have the exact same thing for a year in a row, you will not remember what you had for breakfast 3 days ago. And the same happens with every other person. So what happens is that people think they implement because they went to the gym one time that week. And so they're being healthy. Now, your body actually needs you to move every day. Right. And when it comes to fertility, weights training is one of the best things to address insulin resistance, irregular cycles, all of that. How many people are going to the gym and actually lifting heavy weights 4 times a week, which is the minimum recommended? Most people are not. They might go once a month and go, oh, I'm being healthy, I'm going to the gym. And so it's also that kind of like delusion that we have that because we agree with a message of being healthy and, doing the things that it's the same as actually doing it. Actually, it's not the same. So that's important to really focus on.